welcome to the Cozy Meadow Knits podcast. This is episode 12. My name is Sophie, and I am coming to you from my camper, as you can see. I'm in Shediac, New Brunswick, and we have moved to the camper for the summer, and I absolutely love it. The weather has been really nice, and yeah, so I'm happy to be here. So it's not very fancy. It's a very, well-loved camper. So anyway, I hope you don't mind too much. So this is my knitting podcast where I share my works in progress, my finished objects, and any future knits that I would like to knit. What else? You can find me, I'm remembering things. Okay, so you can find me on Ravelry as Cozy Meadow Knits. You can find me on Instagram as Sophies_knits_and_things. And I also have an email. Everything will be linked below in the show notes where you can find me, and also any patterns or yarns or projects that I will be talking about. I will try to link everything down below. If ever I forget or you have a question about anything I talk about, please let me know through the comments or send me a message, and I will gladly reply. I would like to thank all new viewers, welcome, and to all of the returning viewers, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy you're here as well. So I have been knitting, well, I always knit like crazy, but yeah, I have been knitting a lot lately, so I have a lot to share. I have 2 finished objects and 1 half finished object and 1 works in progress. I have lots and lots of works in progress, but I only have 1 that I'm really actively working on right now. So I'll share that after. So we can start with what I am wearing. I finished my Aster Tea. This is the Aster Tea by Megan Nodecker, and I love it so much. So this is a tea that I knit for our Cal that we were hosting, me and Marina from Marimai podcast. We were hosting a make-along, and it was for summer garments, summer knits. So for that, I was able to finish, I think I finished 3 summer knits that I can actually wear in the summer. Yay! So this, the first one I shared before, it was the Everyday Tea by Julianne Knitter from Twin Stitches Designs. And this is my second tea for the Cal, which is now over. I will announce winners by the end of the podcast, so stick around for that. But yeah, okay, so the Aster Tea. This is by Megan Nodecker, and I am in love with this tea. I couldn't love it more. Okay, so yes, you knit the body, and then you divide for the sleeves, knit a little bit more, and then you knit kind of like the top flap and then the back. So the top of the t-shirt has little aster flowers. I'm not sure if these are showing up correctly. I'm going to try to go in. This pattern, you can use it. There's so many different color combinations that you can make. Like, the possibilities are endless. The pattern actually calls for 5 colors and that you repeat, and I actually only used 4 colors. That I had such a hard time picking out colors. I wanted to use what I had in stash. So and it's fun. Like, I'm really glad I did, and I have little pieces from the advent calendar on this, and like other yarns that I really liked that I had some left over, and it's great. So yeah, so you knit up so many rows of flowers depending on your size. I did size medium. Yes, I did the size medium on this. I usually knit large, but this has a lot of positive ease, so the medium it fits perfectly. Yeah, so, and then once you done the rows of flowers, you divide, you put these stitches on whole, and then you do this side, and then you're going to do this side. And once that's done, you put it on holders, and then I can even show you how the shoulder, and then you seam the shoulders together once you've done the back flap. And I don't know if you can see, I don't want it to shake too much, but this is the back flap. It's just so nice. And these flowers, they're not hard to do at all. They're not. It took me a little bit of brain power to figure it out. And when I first tried it, I tried it on a little swatch because I'm not a big swatcher, but I really wanted to make sure that I got the hang of it, and they were atrocious. They were awful. They were big, and loose, and but then I did another little row, and then it just clicked. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is how I'm doing it, and I do it exactly how it explained it. So anyway, so a wonderful pattern. Also, these are the sleeves. Then you pick up stitches around, and then you do the sleeves, and then you pick up stitches around the neck, and then you do a little ribbing. For the bind off, I didn't do anything special. It's just a regular loose bind off that I did, and yeah, so that's my t-shirt. I love it so much. I really, really, really do. There's a lot of work in it, but once you get to the flowers, it just flies because they're kind of big, so I don't know, it just flies off the needles. So yeah, so that's my t-shirt. What else can I say about this? I don't think I did any modification other than I think I knit it a little bit longer than I usually that it called for, but I didn't want too much of a crop, so I even could have knit a little bit more, but I didn't have a lot of yarn left. I could have maybe done a few rows more. I used 2 skeins of the main color with a little bit left, and I did alternate skeins. I explained on the last episode how I did that, and for me it was like, it was great. You just knit a row with 1 skein, and then you drop forward the yarn, and then you take the other skein, and then you do the same. You knit another row, and then you keep dropping forward and then picking it back up once you meet up. So for me, that worked really well. I really enjoyed that. A lot of you mentioned in the last podcast that I think it was called Helical Knitting, and I had heard of, I've never done it. I've never done helical knitting, and I had heard about it, and really it scared me because it sounded complicated. But I actually, after reading all of the comments, I actually YouTubed it, and really it looks very easy. And I am very intrigued about it, and I am going to try it on my next project. So thank you so much for letting me know about that. And yeah, so this is the Aster Tea. Okay, so that is what I'm wearing, and I have a second finished object. And my second finished object is the Thea top by Suzanne Mueller. Yeah, I remembered. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be able to show this off too much. I think I have a video. I'll be able to, I'll cut to the video or something. This is the Thea top, and it's a little bit, I just tried it on, so it's a little bit wrinkly, but yeah, so I love this top. It was a quick knit, and it wasn't hard at all. Surprisingly, I was a little bit not worried, but I wasn't sure if, you know, picking all of these stitches up, if it would work out, but it worked out really great. I highly recommend this pattern. I know that Casey from Young Folk Knits has made one too. Hers is beautiful. So mine, I made this out of Pima cotton from Cascade, and it has a sheen to it. It has a little shine to it, if you can see. Yeah, you kind of see the shine to it. So in my last episode, I called this moisturized cotton. And it's not moisturized cotton. Okay, story. Well, it's not a story, but anyway, when I bought this yarn at my local yarn shop, I picked it up and I'm like, oh, I love this color and it's shiny. And the owner did not say it was moisturized cotton. She did say that it was mercerized cotton. And so I understood moisturized, and she said it really quickly, and I was nodding to say, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, I had no idea. So that's why I was like, what did she say? It must be moisturized, because it kind of sounded like that. Anyway, I should have looked it up. I didn't look it up. And so, yeah. So lesson learned. Thank you for everybody who commented to let me know that it wasn't moisturized cotton. But I think moisturized cotton we should make it a thing, right? Oh my goodness. I never said I am not a professional. I am learning, and I am still a very beginner. I find that I'm still a beginner knitter, or like, I don't even think I can call myself an advanced beginner. I'm behind that. Anyway, but so I learned that it was mercerized cotton, and it's some sort of treatment that they do, and it just makes it shiny, and it's really nice. It's light, but it's kind of like heavy as well. So, but it's not heavy warm. It's still cool. So I think I'm going to wear this a lot. And I love the fit. It really fits well. The neck, what size? I'm not sure what size I made for this. It is in my project page, so if you want to look that up. I forget. I forget what size I made. But so how you knit this? You start with I think maybe you start with the back. I think you start with the back panel, and then you're going to pick up stitches, and then you knit here. Maybe I can't believe I can't remember. I just knit this. It's been a little bit, but yeah. So yeah, you knit. I know that you knit this little this little section, and then you put it on hold, and then you knit the other section, and then you're going to cast on and then kind of join these two sides together. You also knit the back panel, and then you're going to join in the round, and then you go round and round until the bottom. And once that's done, you do the ribbing on the bottom. I'm going to show it, but it is not perfect. I did a tubular bind off or a sewn bind off, and I don't know, like, I do like it, but I am not a professional at all. I don't know if you can see that correctly, but I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's with cotton, but yeah, I like it. Like, and I did it on the ribbing on the bottom, and then I picked up for the sleeves and did the same thing. You do a few rounds of 1x1 rib, and then I did the tubular bind off as well. It looks neat. It does. It looks all right. But yeah, so I apologize if there's any noise. I have all the windows all the windows are closed. It is super hot, but so if I'm shiny, I'm sweating. No, it's not that bad. But yeah, a lot of coming and going in the park. We are in a campground, so yeah, I apologize if there's any crazy noises. Okay, yeah, so, and then once you do the ribbing on the sleeves, you pick up for the neck band, and you do some ribbing, and then you do the bind off. I think it would have looked still okay with just a regular loose bind off, but I don't know. I like it. I like it. I love it. It fits great. I highly recommend this pattern. I just highly recommend this pattern and this yarn. I do. If I would make it again, I think I would make it, I don't know, I would try it. I know there's I've never worked with linen. I know there's like linen yarns, or like a linen combination with another type of yarn. I'm not sure, but I know there's different types of more summery knits, summery yarns, and I might try that. I would definitely make this again. Maybe not right now, maybe for next year. But I would definitely make this again, and I would either try it in that or even just regular yarn, like, you know, like I think this is DK. I think it was a DK weight, so even just like a real wool yarn, and it would make a great vest. Yeah, for the winter, it would make a great vest. So possibilities are endless. I highly recommend the pattern, and that is the Thea top by Suzanne Mueller. And that's my second finished object. What else? I have a half finished object. This is a sock pattern. This is a test knit. So I'm not sure if I can show it to you guys. I'm pretty sure I can because I can share pictures on Instagram. But I did send the designer, which is Nancy Wheeler, and Wheel's wife, on Instagram, and I didn't get her answers. So if I cut this here, means that she didn't want me to show off the pattern, but I'm pretty sure she's okay with it. Okay, so this is the test knit. Isn't it cute? It's a sock pattern, obviously. It's a sock pattern. This pattern is called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. It is not released yet. The deadline is July 12th, I think. So I think it's going to be released really soon, in the next few weeks. So I did finish, and I'm almost done the other one. So, so this is the sock. So when she asked, she asked me if I wanted to test knit, and I said of course, because I love all of her designs. She has two other sock designs that no, two, she has three other sock designs. One was the Book Tush Boardwalk socks, and I'm almost done the second one. I have so many things on the needles that I actually have to like schedule when I'm gonna be able to knit on certain things, because I have so many things on the go. So I'm almost done that pair. I've done the first pair, which was, oh, they were lovely. I don't remember. By the Shore socks. I love those socks. I wear them all the time. And she also, her last, I haven't knit her last pattern. I bought it the very first day that it came out, and that one was, I think it was the Freddy Beach socks, and I want to knit them. I just haven't had time. And so she asked if I would test knit. I said of course, and I was so happy when she asked. So these are the socks. I use yarn from my stash, and I'm actually really happy I did. I've been wanting to make a Christmas sock with this yarn that I have in stash. It is, I have the cake here. It is I'm not sure if it's 75 merino, 25 nylon. I think it might be a little bit different than that, but there's definitely nylon and merino in here. It is by Yarn Indulgences, and I think it's her Z sock, and it's in the color Green Envy. When I saw the color, I immediately knew that I wanted to make Christmas socks with them, and but I just never got around. And so when, oh, Nancy, I just saw the message. I think she's saying yes. But yeah, so this is the sock. So yeah, so this is the Yarn Indulgences, and the toes and the heel is a slip stitch design, and the cuff is yarn by Edison Fiber Art, which is lovely. It's a mini that I got. I had bought a sock set from her, and this was a mini that came with the sock set, and I think the yarn the yarn was more like an orange based, so I think that's going to be a Halloween sock or a fall sock. But the red was just so perfect for the sock. So the sock in the front has a little cable like design to it. So I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? I don't know. I think it's blurry. It's blowing out. It's not the most perfect yarn to show off these little cables, but I absolutely love the texture of it, and it was exactly what I wanted for this sock, for this Christmas sock. When I already knew I wanted to make a Christmas sock, I wanted some sort of like squishy texture. So yeah, so you do the ribbing. It's a top-down construction, and yeah, so it's a wonderful pattern. That's a little bit blurry, but there's little cables that are leaning, and it just makes the most delicious texture. And you don't need a cable needle. Now, I am knitting this though on DPNs. So I am using this on DPNs, and Nancy actually made a little tutorial, a video tutorial on how to do these cables without a cable needle. Now, you can totally do these cables with a cable needle, but if you don't want to, she shows you how to do it, and I had never done that before. I have never cabled without a cable needle, and so it was really great. And The video that she made is perfect. She shows it out. She shows how to do it multiple times slowly, and it's really easy. So when this pattern comes out, I highly recommend it. Yeah, so Smoke Gets in Your Eyes sock by Nancy Wheeler. Be on the lookout for that one. And I will show you my work in progress because it is the second sock. I'm almost done. Well, yeah, I'm 3/4 of the way. So I am knitting this during my lunch break at work. And I just started it, I think, this week. So it's been going really well. I also have, so as soon as I knew that I was making Christmas socks, I really wanted a Christmas progress keeper. I don't know if you'll be able to see this one. It's shining. I might try to pop in a picture. That's what I'm going to do. I'll pop in a picture. That'll be, but if you can see, it's a little red car with a little Christmas tree on it, and it's so cute. It is so cute. I love it so much. I got that from an Etsy shop. I know she's Canadian, but I don't remember where from. And oh, I have it here. So her shop is called Whimsy and Sassy. She'll be linked down below. I don't know if you can see that too. No, sorry. Anyway, I'll link her down below. I think everything is free shipping, at least for Canada, and super cute. Anyway, check her out. Super, very affordable. Like I think this was on sale. I think I paid like, I don't know, well, maybe like $4 Canadian. It was so cute. Anyway, I'll pop in a picture. Okay. So yeah. So I am happy that I'll have some really warm and squishy Christmas socks. Because the wool, the Yarn Indulgences Z sock, it is a little bit, it's soft, but it has like a little bit of a rustic feel. It's not scratchy, that's not what I mean, but yeah, that's what I love. It's warm. This is going to be really warm. So it's and very squishy. It's a very plump yarn. I love it. Okay, it's enough about Nancy's sock. So I'll be definitely sharing that on Instagram when she releases the design. And yeah. So that was one of my works in progress. Now I have another work in progress, but I have a story about the sock. So I'll tell my story now because I'll probably forget. So last day of school was 2 weeks ago, and every time on the last day of school, we usually go out to eat for supper with the kids. So we did that. And so I was like, I'm going to bring my sock project. So I did, and we went to a pizza place, and if you're around New Brunswick or in the Maritimes, we went to Pizza Delight. It's my husband's favorite, my son's too. They just like, they could live on pizza. Anyway, so we got in, we sat down, and we ordered, and I was knitting on my sock. And I had it in a little bag, just a little project bag. So I knit the sock. I was knitting on the sock. Then the food came and we ate, and then we were done and we left. So I had already, like, that was Friday night, and then over the weekend I already knew that I wanted to start a project, and I wanted to start my cardigan, which is my next work in progress that I'm going to share with you. So over the weekend I worked on the cardigan, never thought really about the sock too much, and then Monday came and I wanted to work on the sock on my lunch break at work because that's what I usually do. Look for the bag. oh my goodness, I looked everywhere. I looked in the car. I looked everywhere. I thought maybe I had brought it home. We had just moved to the camper that weekend. So I looked everywhere. I looked in my room. Anyways, I turned the whole camper upside down. Couldn't find it. It was nowhere in my usual, knit stash place. I have yarn everywhere. So so I had lots of spaces to look for anyway. So time went on, and around in the middle, I think it was like on a Thursday night or something, I was still looking for the sock. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So then I'm like, okay, where is the last time that you were knitting on the sock? I had to think back because I don't have a very good memory. I forget everything. So, and then I visualized the restaurant. I'm like, well, I had it there. So I went to look in the car again, looked everywhere. It wasn't in the car. And then I'm like, did I forget it there? And I'm like, no, I would never forget my knits. Like, I bring my knitting everywhere, but that was the first time that I was actually brought it in a restaurant, because we haven't been out too much in restaurants with the whole COVID thing. So anyway, so I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to call. So I call and I'm like, hi, I'm going to ask you a really weird question, but, and then I explained that I was there last Friday, and I'm like, have you found a little brown bag with like half knitted sock in it, or like with needles and yarn? And she was like, I don't know, I'll go check. And then she went and she checked, and then she was laughing when she like picked up the phone. And I'm like, yeah, they have it. That's where it is. She's like, yeah, is there birds? It's a little bag with birds? And I'm like, yeah, there's birds. Anyway, so I was like, yes, that's it. And then she's like, yeah, we have it. So my husband went to pick it up. I know. He's a real trooper. He was actually out already, and I called him up and like, can you go and pick it up? So, yeah, I lost the test knit, but I got it back. Yay! So that was my oh my God. I was like, I can't believe I called a restaurant and asked if they had a little brown bag, yarn and needles. I'm like, oh goodness. Anyway, so I will bring my knitting again to a restaurant, but I will never forget it again. Never. I hope. Anyway, okay, so that was my story. Oh my goodness. My head. Okay, so this is my last work in progress that I am really enjoying. I am knitting for the first time a cardigan. Never knitted a cardigan before. I've been wanting to for quite a while, and there's like so many pretty projects and stuff, but I really wanted a cardigan that was going to be warm as my first one, because at work I'm always cold. Even today, like we're in the summer, and like my husband, we work at the same, me and my husband, we work at the same place. So he sends me a message, are you ready? And then I'm like, yes, let's go. So we leave. And so like we don't sit together, we sit like at opposite ends of the building anyway. And so we meet each other up, and then we walk out. And every time I meet him, and I'm like, I just grab his arm because my fingers, my hands are so cold. He's like, woman, you have no blood. Why are you so cold? I'm like, I'm freezing. Oh, anyway, so yes, I'm freezing at work, and I really wanted a cardigan that was like super warm. So this pattern just came up. I'm always on Ravelry, and I always look at what's new or like what's hot right now or whatever. And yeah, so saw that cardigan, and immediately I was like, that's the cardigan I want to make. And it is housed in my beautiful bag that I will talk about it later. I'll talk about it after, because I was talking about the cardigan. Okay, so the cardigan is Pass the Honey, and it's by, I don't know who it's by. I will link it down below. I will put a little blurb on the name and the designer. And it was published, it's a free pattern, and it's published in Knit Picks something on the Knit Picks website. I think that's what it said. It's a free pattern. It was a new pattern, so there are, I think it says there's like 4 or 5 projects, but no one there, you can't see I click where it says, you know, there's like 4 projects, and if I click, there's no information, there's no pictures, there's nothing. So sometimes that worries me. I wasn't sure, but really so far it's been working out really well. So I'll put a picture somewhere. I hope this is not blowing up too much. The sun is actually over there. I don't know why it's so white over there, but I hope it's not too bad. But this is the cardigan. And so it's bottom up, and it's not steeked. I'm not, I will someday do a steeked cardigan, but for now, for my first one, this is going to be it. And I love it so much. So you start with, this is the bottom ribbing. It's 1 by 1 rib, and you do it for 3 inches, I think. And I can talk about pattern because it is a free pattern. So you do it for 3 inches, and then you start, it's called Pass the Honey because it has a, oh, there you go, kind of like a faux honeycomb stitch. Let me see. Yeah. So, and that's all around. And this is actually not hard to do. It's actually very fun to do. So you're going to knit up so much, and then you're going to divide for the sleeves. And after that, once the whole thing is done, you pick up, I'm going to pick up on the side and do, I think it's 1 by 1 or 2 by 1 rib. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's going to be a band all around. I just loved the fit. It looked like a very cozy, just, you know, throw it on and just be warm and just like wrap yourself in it. The yarn that I am using is Cascade 220. I love this yarn. It's a worsted weight yarn, and it's 100% Peruvian wool. I know this because I've used it in many of my projects, and I absolutely love this color. I have no idea, I don't know what the name of it is. It's usually numbers, but it is in my project page. And it's heathered. I'm not sure if you can see it too much, but there's like different colors. It has kind of like an orange with the burgundy. Anyway, it's just delightful. And I can see myself wearing this in fall because I love fall. I'm going to wear this year round, but yeah. With a white tank top beneath, and like just as a jacket or like a little coat in fall, and then go for a walk in the woods with all the beautiful leaves. I love fall. I love summer. I'm totally all for summer right now. I'm enjoying the hotness, the warm weather. But I love fall. I love fall, and then I love winter because I love Christmas time too. So yeah, we live somewhere, we're very fortunate because we see the 4 seasons. So yeah, summer could be a little bit longer, just a tiny bit longer, and I wish fall would be like longer too. Our winters are pretty long, or sometimes they feel like forever, but I do appreciate that we get snow. Like I get excited at the first snow, and my husband too. And then when it's been snowing for like 2 months, he's totally over it because he's the one that cleans the driveway. But anyway, okay, so not really gonna say, I'm not gonna be able to explain how to do this, but basically, how did you do the honeycomb? You knit one, and then you put your yarn forward, and then you slip 3 stitches, and then you knit the next stitch, and then you do the same thing. You repeat this all around. So you do this for two rounds. So you see here that I have 2 slipped stitches. So I did that for 2 rounds, and then on this round you knit, and when you get to the middle, anyways, the stitch count is all in the pattern, but you get to the middle, and then when you knit, you pick up these 2 stitches and you knit it with the actual stitch that is on the needle. So, and when you pick it up, it kind of does this, you know? So yeah. Anyway, it's exactly how it's written. At first I wasn't sure, so I did a little swatch again, just to make sure I had the patterning right, that I was understanding it correctly, because they do say, it does say like go underneath, but I wasn't sure on, it said pick up, so I wasn't sure if you had to go from under it or over it or something. But anyway, when I tried it out, and then I figured it out. So it is a free pattern, so I'm not sure if the other instructions going forward, if everything is going to work out, but I'm hoping it is. It doesn't seem very complicated either, as long as it fits and I know how to do this stitch now. I think it's gonna go lovely. Okay, this is starting to get long, and if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around. I have 2 more things that I want to show you before I go for the winners of the cal, for the Cozy My Tea cal that I hosted with Marina. So before I go to that, I wanted to show off my bag that I got. I absolutely adore this bag. It is so lovely, and I love it so much. I didn't even, like, I've been using it all week, and I don't have the heart to take the tag off. It is by Yellow Petal Handmade. I've bought other things from her. Her name is Penelope. Hi Penelope. I love her products so much. I've bought a DPN cozy, and I've bought a needle case that I adore. I have it, I don't even store it anywhere. I have it on my coffee table besides my knitting chair, and I look at it, and sometimes I pet it, and then I look at it again because it's gorgeous, and just, it's so well made. And so she had a sale. I think her sale is over, but I still wanted to show it off. I got it last week, and I chose this bag. It's a small, well, maybe it's a medium, but anyway, it's I'm keeping my cardigan in it right now. It is a drawstring bag, and so, and it works. It's just, I don't want to take off, so it's just so lovely, well made. So if you are looking for a bag and you want a very good quality bag, please go and check her out, because, and I'm not sponsored, I bought this, I bought everything from Penelope, but yeah, I couldn't leave it there. Okay, now, so the winners of the Cozy My Tea cal, thank you so much for participating. To everyone who posted on it, on the hashtag, thank you for participating. I hope you all enjoy your summer teas, your summer knits. I know I am very happy that I participated, and that we were able to do this cal. I got 3 shirts out of it, so hey, it was awesome. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Again, thank you for participating. So I had 3 gifts, not 3 gifts. I had 3 prizes. First, the grand prize, so how I did that, well, I call it the grand prize. The prize that I have, the biggest prize, is from, it was donated by La Violette Yarn Gift and Co., which is my local yarn shop. And it had, I don't have it here. I don't have it at the camper, but I've shown it before. It has 2 skeins of yarn, 1 large tote bag. It has a gauge swatch, yes, a little ruler for gauge swatching, and a little progress keeper. Yeah. A progress keeper. Excuse me, sorry. It's been a minute. And I think it has, I think it has knitter's balm as well, which is lovely. Anyway, it was a really, really great prize. So for that prize, I went through all of the posts on the hashtag, and I included the names of the people that had posted a finished object for this grand prize. So if you had 2 finished objects and you posted both, your name is in here 2 times. So that's how I did it. There was even, I think we said that the cal was over on the 21st of June 21st. So I saw that there's, like, I just did the names today. So there have been entries that were past the date, and I've included you as well. So this is from tonight. Now the cal is closed, so it is finished officially. So see all the names in here. I did it old school because I really didn't know how to pick through the hashtag and everything. So that's how I did it. So I'm gonna pick a name, and the lucky winner is, I only have one, Nitty Gritty, and you can probably not read that, but is Nitty Gritty. I will send you a message on Instagram, and I'll ask you for your mailing address, and hopefully I can get the grand prize. Congratulations to you, and congratulations, Nitty Gritty. So for the second prize, I have a bag that was donated by Bobby Lee from the Inspired Knitting Podcast. Thank you so much, Bobby, for the beautiful bag that you made. I showed the bag on last podcast. Again, I didn't bring it here. This was last minute that I thought that I would podcast. So, and the winner is Nancy Wheeler. Congratulations, Nancy. You won the bag from Bobby Lee, and it's lovely. And I will contact you, and I will deliver your bag. And so I have the third prize. I had it's a basket. It's a basket by Savoie Baskets. It is absolutely lovely. It is a hand woven basket, handmade basket. I think I said that right. Yeah, basket weaving. Yeah. So, and there is color on the basket. I am going to pop a picture of it. I don't have it here. Wow, like seriously, Savoie Baskets, thank you so much. It was so generous. There is so much work that goes into these baskets, and I was blown away when she said that she wanted to donate a basket. I was like, seriously, thank you so much. So grateful. So I will link her down below. She has a shop as well. Go check her out. Amazing workmanship. Like, it's so well made. And so the winner for that, I had to choose locally. I had to choose a winner that is local to me. And I did say that I wanted to include everyone, but after looking into it, the basket is sturdy, but I would be so hurt if the basket would get damaged in shipping. I know I could put it in a basket. I could put it in a box, but then there would be stuffing, and I know how stuff like goes through shipping. We get boxes like all the time from, we order online, like my husband orders online all the time, and we get the boxes and sometimes it's banged up and it's like teared, and I was just really scared for it to get damaged. So I did draw locally, and the lucky winner is Rochelle. Yay! Rochelle, she is Rochelle FM on Instagram, and congratulations. And I will send you a message, and we'll meet, and I will deliver your prize. So thank you so much for everyone who participated. Now Marina has two prizes as well. I think her prizes are skeins of yarn, and she will pick through the hashtags as well, and she will announce the winners on her podcast. So make sure to go check her out as well. And I think that's it. One last thing, actually, before I go, I just wanted to thank you so much for still being here right now. This one's a long one. I apologize. But thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for subscribing and for liking and for commenting. Again, I try to reply to every comment that comes in. Sometimes it's a little bit later, and I apologize for that, but I really do try to go, and I always go check. I always go read them. But I actually found a way in YouTube where, for me, for my account, it says comments that I haven't read, or that I didn't like, not that I didn't like, but yeah, comments that I didn't reply to. That's the thing. So I'm gonna go through those because I saw there was a few, and I didn't even know I could, like, this was a space in YouTube on my profile that I didn't even know existed. So I just found that this week, and I'm gonna try to go and reply to all of the comments. Maybe if they're really old comments, maybe I'll just like heart them, and but I will try to reply to all of you guys. Thank you so much. I would like to thank you for subscribing. I have 2,000 subscribers. I find that so crazy. But yeah, to celebrate that, that's just mind-blowing, like mind-blowing. So to celebrate that, I want to do a little giveaway on YouTube. Okay, so if you want to participate to the giveaway, just put in a comment, any comment. Just say hi, say where you're from, what you're knitting on, anything. So if you do, you will be entered for a little giveaway. It's not much, but it will be handmade by me with lots of love. So I can sew little things. I'm no expert, but I really enjoy making these. These are just little notion pouches, and they might not be the straightest or anything, but they work, and I think they're super cute. I still have this fabric. I have some left, I think, for another bag, so I could make a little notions zipper pouch, which again I line up with. It might not be this fabric, but I have some cute fabric that I keep buying, and yeah, I don't sew that much, but anyway, I do enjoy it when it works out. So I will make a pouch, and I will also make a few progress keepers. I don't have them here, but I've made a few, and they're really pretty, and I'll pop a picture here of them, and I'll try to make a set, And so a set of progress keepers and a little pouch just to say thank you so much. Again, thank you so much for joining me and for sticking with me, and good luck. And I hope you have a wonderful couple of weeks. I hope to be able to do this again in a couple of weeks, probably still at the camper. I'll be on vacation. I can't wait. And have a wonderful couple of weeks. Thank you so much again. Keep knitting, and I'll see you next time. Bye.